everybody. Today I wanted to introduce a new series that I want to do called Moon Day School. For kind of the idea is a day set aside, or at least part of a day set aside, to go over pagan spiritual concepts for kids. And so I went kind of off of like a Sunday school type of idea, but for us, Moon Day School, so cute. Anyways, it's just a time where I want to talk about, and we can all kind of talk about breaking down some of the pagan spiritual concepts and ideas and discussions about different things from a pagan point of view to our kids, and do crafts and read stories, maybe things like that. So I'll post one every Monday, and stuff for you to do with your kids that day. You really could do it any day, Freya's Day or Thor's Day or Saturn's Day. I just thought Moon Day was appropriate. So anyways, I'll be doing the first one now. The one that I wanted to talk about to kind of start everything was about the Family Coven and the Family Coven Creed. And sorry, I do have some notes here. I also have a blog about this, Autumn Faith and Nan, on blogspot.com. And I had posted a blog about this exact topic. Anyways, so this is about the Family Coven Creed and making a family, coming together with your family to create a creed of ethics and morals and values. And the reason why is because of paganism doesn't have any rules. There really aren't any. There's slight guidelines, but not every pagan follows those guidelines. The most popular one probably, and at harm none, do what you will. But not every pagan follows that, and some of them follow, stuff from their own specific tradition, or they don't, follow it at all. And some of them do and everything. But this way, I thought you could come up with your own, and in doing that, it's great because that's what paganism is. It's the freedom to do, and believe and value what you want, and that's great. But it can get kind of confusing for kids who might need a little bit more structure and feeling of security in the idea passed through in like right and wrong through family ethics and morals and values and stuff. So by setting up a family creed, it's very specific and unique to your family, which is great. That's part of, like everything else in paganism. And so the reason why I thought that it was important to do this with my family is because if children know and are taught how to treat one another and how to treat your family, and you have an outline, kind of deal about how to do that, and what is expected in your family. It's different when you put it down on paper. I don't know how to explain. Anyways, and so when kids learn how to treat their parents and how their parents treat them, and how to treat their siblings and stuff like that, and they develop tolerance and respect and understanding and compassion towards each other, and how to do that in a circumstance where maybe the other person isn't respecting them, things like that come up. If they learn it at home first from a young age, and it's something that's taught and worked on, and not that it would ever be perfect, because it's not going to be perfect, but the idea is that you work on it. That's where they're going to judge how they treat others once they leave. That's how they're going to judge what is right and wrong, how they should be treated, how they, how their self-esteem and self-worth, based on the fact that that was the standard growing up. That was the standard. That's the standard that they know, is that you treat people with respect, you treat them with tolerance, you treat them with compassion. So that home, that idea at home will then reflect to the world and stuff. So also with animals, if you want your children to treat and understand compassion towards animals and stuff, it starts at home with your pets, and having them understand a relationship with animals and respect towards animals, compassion towards animals, how they're supposed to be treated, and that relationship with them that goes beyond just being your pet, and instill in them a caring for animals in general, for the earth's animals in general. Also, things like taking care of the home. If you go beyond just regular chores, for them to understand that taking care of your home is more than just chores, because the home, being grateful, instilling in them a sense of gratitude just for the house. I mean, a home develops a certain kind of personality over the years of being with the family and stuff, kind of creates its own identity, and being grateful towards like your spirits of your home, and having the roof over your head and the walls that keep you warm or cool, or things like that. So it goes beyond showing respect and gratitude towards the home by keeping it clean and stuff. That's just another way to instill kind of a spiritual aspect within a mundane activity, and a why we're doing. These are all just ideas. Also, the taking care of the earth would start literally in your own backyard. Teaching them a relationship with the earth and the earth spirits, and growing things. Even if you're not really like a gardener of any kind, or don't really want to grow a few flowers, some herbs, something like that. If you live in an apartment, grow them in pots, the park, things like that. Just your yard maintenance, and the idea that you take care of the things that matter to you, you take care of the earth, and the why you take care of it, and this is our patch of earth, and this is why we're taking care of it in this way. Those kinds of things will reflect out that taking care of the earth is important, that taking care of your land is important. Those, core values and ethics and morals will reflect out in them later. Anyways, so the idea would be to get together with your family and decide all together as a unit what you want in your creed, what you want in the families and morals, and everybody has to agree that these are important aspects. So you come up with something and everybody agrees with it. They can, kids or whatever, come up with something and everybody agrees with it. That these, if somebody doesn't agree, then it doesn't go in, or you reword it, or you talk about it some more, and keeping it simple, and also age appropriate. I have a 3-year-old, so it wouldn't go on and on and on. It would be, something simple like love thy father, or love thy parents, love thy children, love thy siblings, love thy animals, love thy home, love thy, simple. That's very simple, but can be talked about and can be discussed in further depth, and it's there, and it's not something that you would just do and then put away. It's something that would be referred to over and over again, discussed over and over again for your family, so that they understand what would be going on with it. Also, so keeping it fairly simple and age appropriate, and allowing also it to grow with the family coven. As your family coven grows or grows up, becomes more mature and stuff, it can expand, it can add things, more things of value, but make sure to do it officially as a family. And anyways, I just thought that was a good idea or something like that, especially for the pagan spirituality that can be very, very independent and very, it is what you make of it. And sometimes it gets a little bit disorganized when it comes to kids and explaining how you feel and what your core values are and stuff like that. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next Monday. Love you, Pete.